Parul from Zoom TV here on your.
Hi.
My question's for Vikram. Star Studios has a very diverse lineup this year, starting with Brahmāstra and now Babli Bouncer. What drives you to take up these kind of stories, and what more can audiences expect from Star Studios?
Ma'am, the thing is that what we are trying to do at Star Studios is to look at audiences and tell diverse stories. जो अच्छी कहानियाँ हमारे पास आती हैं, देखते हैं, they're unique. We want to tell them whether it's a big spectacle like Brahmāstra or it is a fun-filled story like Babli Bouncer. It is decided basis the merit of the story. We feel if the story is strong, it needs to be told. Then as Madhur was saying, the lines between which medium it needs to be told is blurred, but the decisive reason to tell a story, whatever the scale might be, is how compelling is the story, how memorable can the characters be. Those are two things we look at.
Hi. This is Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood. I have a couple of questions for Tamanna and one for Amrita. Tamanna, firstly to you, usually when we say the word bouncer, obviously we associate it with the sport of cricket, and where usually, people like to duck a bouncer. But in your case, obviously, I just wanted to ask you, is this bubbly, friendly bouncer, or still should one still be careful?
Well, my idea is to go right bouncing into your hearts. So that's my intention with this movie.
Okay, and my second question is obviously for a female bouncer,
So I'll tell you, like, this is
yeah,
what
sure.
I think in our country and in still when we are talking in terms of cinema, एक औरत की जो physical capacity होती है to take on is always questioned versus her emotional strength. Like, her physical strength has never really been shown on screen as much as her emotional strength has been shown. We've seen innumerable films, innumerable characters where women have played emotionally strong characters, but there's always a question when she plays a physically strong character. There's also a thing when she plays a physically strong character, how should she look?
Yeah, correct.
There are so many cliches that I think this film is in a very happy, chilled out, entertaining way trying to break, because there's always so much definition around how women need to be perceived. If she is physically strong, if she is, if she wants to do something like the job which requires physical prowess, she has to look, behave, feel a certain way. Why? She can be who she wants to be, and, and everyone will love her for that. And this is what the film is trying to kind of bring out to you guys.
Yeah, my second question for you, Tamanna, was that being a female bouncer, is she only required to rough up ill-disciplined, unruly female guest, or it's unisex?
Well, I think what we've primarily shown is that it's primarily for female guests.
Okay.
Of course, when the occasion calls for it, she can make an exception.
Amrita, for you, I just have one question. Basically, like the mere idea of having a female bouncer, was it enough for you to be convinced about this story, or you needed some more conviction here?
We were fully convinced, like we were saying earlier. We were 9 of us in the room. The writers were narrating. Madhur was in the room. We were laughing. We were inspired. It was so heartwarming. We loved that it was a fresh world, and I love what Tamanna said about the character. There are many things that I don't want to, say too much, but she loves eating. You see that in the trailer. I thought it was such a breath of fresh air to have a story where, the main protagonist is enjoying her lassi, her parathas, her food, and so on and so forth. So there was so much about the film. I don't want to do spoilers, but you've seen the trailer. We walked out of that room. I think my colleagues were there, Anup, Mamta. We were completely convinced then and there. I don't think we needed any convincing. And I've worked with Madhur before. On some of his films, and I think, and Vikram and Tamanna have just added on so much more to it, and we're so grateful.
Hi, this is
Hello.
Sohail here.
Yeah.
Sohail from Instant Bollywood. Madhur, Tamanna and the entire team, congratulations. The trailer looks superb. मेरा सवाल है तमन्ना जी, आपका जो लुक है बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है, as bubbly bouncer. सबसे पहले तो जानना चाहूँगा कि how much weight you had to put on, आपकी जो body language है उस पर, और जब मधुर ने आपको ये कहानी सुनाई तो उसके बाद how much you also started preparing yourself, because अभी ये किरदार के लिए यू हैड टू पर्सनली, जब भी आप जाते होगे तो बाउंसर्स को देखते होगे, तो हाउ मच यू स्टार्टेड ऑब्जर्विंग देम एंड उनका जो एक स्टाइल होता है, समथिंग ऑन दैट थिंग लाइक
आई थिंक बहुत फोकस दिया जाता है कभी कभार फिजिकलिटी पे फॉर सर्टेन कैरेक्टर्स, बट इस कैरेक्टर में सिर्फ फिजिकलिटी उसकी 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 यूएसपी नहीं है। वो जिस किस्म की पर्सन है, वो जिस किस्म का कैरेक्टर है, आई थिंक वो ज़्यादा लोगों से कनेक्ट करेगा। एंड बट डेफिनेटली आई वॉज वर्किंग आउट वेरी वेरी हार्ड व्हेन आई वॉज beginning to shoot the film, and I worked out continuously because I had to actually be physically strong. एक क्या होता है ना, हमारे also we are in a physical medium, so we are so focused on the aesthetic, but this time ना I had to actually work on strength, because when you're riding a bullet and you are actually taking on people, aesthetic से कहीं ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है actual strength, जो बाउंसरी के काम में actually काम में आता है। तो इट्स नॉट जस्ट दी एस्थेटिक कि आपकी मसल हो गए तो आप स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गए, वो तो आपको दिख रहा है, बट जो एक्चुअल स्ट्रेंथ थी मुझे वो डेवलप करनी पड़ी इस फिल्म के लिए, जो मेरे लिए ज़्यादा मुश्किल था, बिकॉज वी ऑलवेज हैव लुक्ड आउट मोर फॉर द एस्थेटिक देन जस्ट फॉर एक्चुअल स्ट्रेंथ। डेफिनेटली हरियाणवी, मतलब आज तक शायद मैंने तमिल तेलुगु में ज़्यादा काम किया है और कुछ हिंदी फिल्में की है, पर हरियाणवी लोग जो हैं मुझे वो बहुत ही अनोखे लगते हैं, क्योंकि उनमें एक इनेट सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर है और एक इनेट सेंस ऑफ श्योरिटी है, जो बहुत ही एंडियरिंग होती है, बहुत ही प्यारी होती है। तो आई फील लाइक वो उनका एक जो उनके कल्चर में एक जो ह्यूमर है वो एम्बाइब करने की कोशिश की, सो उन सब चीज़ों पे प्रेप किया गया।
अच्छा, ये फिल्म एक्चुअली वन क्वेश्चन, दिस इज टॉकिंग अबाउट, जैसे कि आप यू आर अ सेलेब एंड यू आल्सो हैव लॉट्स ऑफ सिक्योरिटी लाइक यू हैव बाउंसर्स, तो हम देखेंगे कि अभी नेक्स्ट टाइम वुड यू बी प्रेफरिंग वुमेन बाउंसर्स आल्सो लाइक और इट वुड बी लाइक एन वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की भी बात कर सकते हैं हम इस चीज़ को लेकर?
No, definitely. I've already worked with a lot of women bouncers. In fact, I was at an event. I was at an event in Kerala, and I had a line of female bouncers helping me. It was in a temple actually. But अभी मैं खुद ही बाउंसर बन गई, तो I think शायद मुझे ज़रूरत ना पड़े। कोशिश तो यही होगी।
Madhur, hello everyone out here. This is RJ Divya Solgama here, and superb trailer and kudos to the team. तमन्ना, आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, आप मधुर के साथ काम कर रही है। मधुर की जनरली सारी मैक्सिमम फिल्मों को नेशनल अवार्ड तो मिला ही है, उनकी जो लीड हीरोइंस होती है उनकी बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंसेस मधुर की फिल्मों में आती है, एंड आपने बाकी की जो बहुत अच्छे अच्छे डायरेक्टरों के साथ भी काम किया, इंक्लूडिंग इंडियाज बिगेस्ट ब्लॉकबस्टर डायरेक्टर जैसे एस राजामौली सर। तो एक साइड पे आप एंटरटेनिंग डायरेक्टर के साथ काम कर रहे, एक साइड द बेस्ट कंटेंट ड्रिवन डायरेक्टर के साथ, हाउ वाज दैट एंटायर एक्सपीरियंस?
एक तो मैं अपने आप को बहुत ही खुश नसीब मानती हूँ कि इतने अमेजिंग फिल्म मेकर्स एंड अमेजिंग लोगों के साथ काम करने मिल रहा है, बिकॉज आप जिनके नाम ले रहे हैं इंक्लूडिंग मधुर सर, सब बहुत ही अच्छे लोग हैं और मेरे लिए वो बहुत मायने रखता है, बिकॉज वहीं से यू कैन एक्चुअली क्रिएटिवली कोलैबोरेट विद पीपल। बट मेरे हिसाब से आई थिंक I have never looked at cinema in anything except from a standpoint of entertainment. जो जिस किस्म का सिनेमा मधुर सर बनाते हैं वो एंटरटेनिंग है, उनका जॉनर बेशक अलग हो, पर I think I find his cinema at always since the beginning of his career, whatever films I have been exposed to of his, I found them so entertaining and extremely commercial. So I feel like उन्होंने actually फीमेल एक्टर्स को लेके बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग फिल्में बनाई हैं। आई डोंट लाइक कॉलिंग देम फीमेल ओरिएंटेड, बिकॉज वो टर्म मुझे समझ में नहीं आता, क्योंकि ये फिल्में सभी के लिए होती हैं, ये सिर्फ औरतों की तरफ ओरिएंटेड नहीं होती, ये एक्चुअली एक मास ऑडियंस के लिए बनाई जाती हैं, बट इसमें मेन कैरेक्टर एक फीमेल होता है।